guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm so excited. It's day 4 of my Valentine's Day Festive Glam mini-series. Of course I'm wearing red, it's Valentine's Day. You probably noticed that I'm not wearing any makeup yet, and that's because I wanted today's look to be a surprise. I didn't want it to be showing at the initial start of my video. I wanted you guys to see how it all comes together, and so that's my little surprise for today. There's not much to talk about. I actually initially had filmed a different look for today. If you follow me on Instagram, what I posted there is actually what I filmed for Valentine's Day, and then I kind of just, I don't know, I just didn't like what I came up with. It was way too simple, I felt, you know, like, and I like that anybody can do that kind of makeup. I like keeping it simple in that way, but I also felt like today's the actual holiday. I wanted it to be fun and different, and I just wanted it to be festive, I guess, and I didn't feel like the other look was very festive. And I also just did a kind of gold red lip look like not that long ago. So anyways, I decided I'm gonna refilm, I'm gonna do something else, I'm gonna do something that's a little bit more special, a little bit more Valentine's Day, and so that's what you guys are gonna see today. And before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any videos, I can guarantee you that. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I have already done my brows and my eyes are ready for shadow. I have already primed my skin. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different, you know, because it's Valentine's Day and because it's a day of love, I wanted to reflect that. So I'm not just doing something pink, I'm not just doing something red, I'm gonna be doing kind of a variety. So you guys will see what I mean. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into my I Love Said IE through my eyes palette, and I am going to take the color Lomo right here, that bright pink color. I'm taking one of my Urban Decay dual-ended brushes from one of my Naked palettes, and I am going to take this color and I'm going to run it up and down right here. And it doesn't need to be perfect. We are going to be blending, but you do want to get a fair amount of pigment down on your skin. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into this Kylie palette. This is the bronze palette. I'm not sure if she still sells this one. If she does, I will link it below. So we're going to go into the bronze palette, and we're going to go into this color right here. It is called Citrine. And we are gonna take the same brush, but a clean one. We're gonna go into Citrine and lay that down right next to Lomo. Next, we are going back into the Through My Eyes palette, and we're going into this color right here. It's called Wild Soul. We're going to lay that one down right next to Citrine. And you do want these to overlap. We do want them to blend together, so it's okay if they're touching each other, it's okay if they're overlapping. That's what we want. And it's okay if they're not perfect. And for our green color, because I'm sure you guessed we were going into green next, I am making a rainbow on my eye. I'm gonna go into my Tarte Pro Remix palette, and I'm gonna go into this color right here. It is the color Explosion. I am taking a BH Cosmetics brush number 9. It's similar to the other ones I was using, it's just a teeny bit smaller, but you don't need a big brush. And for my blue color today, I am using the Bretman Rock X ColourPop Wet palette, and I'm going into this color right here. It's called I'm Chillin'. I am taking a similar brush. This is a Morphe M421, and I'm just gonna go into that color and lay it down next to the green. And for the purple today, I am going into my Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, and I am going into this purple color here. It's called Double Shot. I am taking a BH Cosmetics brush number 7 for this color, and I am just going to lay it down next to the blue. And then I don't want the edge up here to be super sharp, and so I'm just gonna take this Morphe M504 fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly run it along the top here just to blend some of the edges out. For eyeliner today, I am using the Tartist dual-ended liner with the pen on one end and the gel tip on the other, like that. I'm gonna be using the gel tip end today, and I am just gonna be following the purple here and just winging it out. Okay guys, this is one eye so far. I am going to do the other eye off camera, and I will be back to keep going on this look. Okay guys, we are back. I have finished the other eye, and now we're gonna go on to the face, and we're gonna come back to the eyes. For foundation today, I am using the Tinte Idole Ultra Wear from Lancome. This is in the color 230 Buff W. And I'm just taking a couple of pumps on my hand, and I'm going in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this into my skin. So you guys probably noticed, but my backdrop is a little different today, and that's because my table that I normally sit at is being used right now for a project that I'm working on for a birthday gift, and so instead of moving all that stuff, I just thought it's so much easier just to move locations to film a video. So that's why my backdrop is different, just in case you were wondering. For concealer today, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the color Porcelain. I really like this concealer. It has really good coverage, and it's great for my skin type. You know, I've got oily skin, and this just tends to stay on pretty well, which I like. You know, I've been testing out the Makeup Forever self-setting concealer, and I think, you know, I think it would be great for people with drier skin, but for me, it just, I think I decided that it doesn't have enough coverage for me, and it just doesn't work well with my skin type. You know, obviously I'm still gonna use it every once in a while, because there's gonna be days where I don't like to have a ton of coverage, especially in the summer. It gets so hot in Sacramento that having a lot of coverage in the summer sometimes is just too much. So I think it'll be good for that. To set my concealer today, I'm using my trusty Dermablend setting powder in the shade Original, and I'm just taking my beauty blender and getting a little powder on there. Not enough to bake. As you've probably learned by now, if you're following me on YouTube, I'm not a baker just because of the texture of my under eyes. And then I'm actually gonna take a powder brush. This is a BH Cosmetics number 1, and I'm just gonna take a teeny bit of powder on my brush and then just brush it over the rest of my face. This just helps to set everything down and prep my skin for contour and bronzer. Sorry, I don't know where my brain is today. I feel like since I've been unemployed, I am not having enough human interaction, and so I'm just like, I feel like I'm losing brain cells. Like I forget how to talk because the only speaking that I'm doing is with my dogs, and they can't talk back to me. So I don't know, for any of you that have pets, you know that when you have them, you have this like inner dialogue with them. Like you talk to them and they kind of like, they don't talk back to you, but you ask them a question that like they'll cock their head and you're like, okay, yeah, totally. Like, I sound crazy, but this is what it's like having pets, you guys. I swear. You talk to them like they're humans, but then since you're not actually getting responses, it's just, you're literally basically talking to yourself all day. So it's crazy town, I'm telling you. To contour today, I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Details will be linked below. I've been using this one in the last probably 4 or 5 videos that I've filmed. And then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush number 3, and I'm going to put this on in the outer portion of my face right here. To contour my nose today, I'm using the same palette and I'm using this BH Cosmetics brush number 7. I really, really like this brush for nose contour. It's kind of the perfect size. And for some reason, the angle on it just really works well with nose contour, for me at least. For bronzer today, I am using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. Just looks like that. It's a good kind of a good bronzy color. It's not too orangey, which for me is just not a good look because I'm very fair. So that's why I like this bronzer. And I'm taking a BH Cosmetics brush number 2, and I'm just gonna lightly bronze up my skin. It is winter here in California, so I don't want to look too bronze, especially because I definitely do not have a fake tan. And my honeymoon tan lasted all of like maybe 3 days. It's crazy how when I was younger and I would get a tan, it would last for so long, and now I have to work so hard to get a tan, like a natural tan in the sun. And when I do get one, it lasts for like, honestly, like maybe 3 days if I don't keep it going. So I think for the bottom, I'm just gonna smoke it out. So I'm taking this end of the Tarte eyeliner, and I'm gonna put this in my waterline and right along my lash line, and then I'm gonna smoke it out. And to smoke this out, I am taking a BH Cosmetics brush number 10. It's just a pencil brush, and then I'm going into my Tarteist Pro Remix palette, and I am going into this black ink color right here. So just to soften it up a little bit, because it is a little harsh, like for me at least, I'm taking this BH Cosmetics brush number 6, and I'm going to still use this same palette and go into mixed media right here. It's kind of it's a really, really light kind of creamy color. Now for blush. Today we're going into the Morphe Cool Pro palette, and I am going to just go for it today and use these 2 colors here, Hot and Free. I am taking my BH Cosmetics brush number 3, and I'm just gonna mix those 2 together. Okay, and for highlighter today, since this is kind of a rainbowy fun look, I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Dream Glow Kit, and I think I'm gonna mix a few of these. So I'm gonna do these 5, and I'm gonna do a rainbow, and I don't even know if it's gonna show up as different colors, but we're gonna try it out and see. So I'm gonna go into Unicorn, and then this color here, which is Regal, and then I'm gonna go into Sunshine, and then I'm gonna go into Magic, and then I'm gonna go into Ethereal. Okay, so I don't feel like you can really see the color differentiation all that well. You can definitely see it in my lighting here, but for some reason it's not really showing up on camera. I am also gonna go over this with my Artist Couture Gold Digger loose highlighter. I'm gonna take my Morphe M510 brush. Okay, we're pretty glowy now. I think I'm good on the glow, guys. Okay, and I was kind of debating whether I wanted to do this next thing or not, but I think I'm going to because it's Valentine's Day. Why not? We have nothing to lose. We only have experience and looks to gain. So I'm gonna go for it. And kind of when I was thinking about this look, I kind of had a ton of different ideas of how I wanted to do it, and I mean, honestly, I just didn't want to spend hours and hours working on this look. I wanted it to be something that was achievable in a shorter period of time, just because I feel like most of us don't have several hours to do our makeup every day. And I know this isn't a look that people are gonna be doing all the time. It's not something where you're like, yeah, let's throw on a rainbow eye and leave the house. It's kind of just for fun, you know, but if you ever decide you do want to do it, whether it's for a costume or whatever the case may be, you shouldn't have to spend several hours working on it. But I still wanted to incorporate hearts in this look somehow because it is Valentine's Day and I feel like you kind of have to, you know? And even though all the other beauty bloggers out there have been doing these crazy heart looks, I feel like I have to throw it in there. It is Valentine's Day, it is about love, and so instead of doing red hearts or pink hearts or white hearts, since we did the rainbow look and we have the black liner, I'm just gonna do some little black hearts. I'm gonna take this end of the eyeliner again, and I'm literally just going to draw a couple of hearts just right out here around the corner of my eye. And they don't even have to be perfect. Like, they can just be cute little black hearts. Just like that. This one doesn't even look like a heart. See, you guys, they're not perfect. This one you could barely tell is a heart, but I just wanted to add a little something fun. I was gonna do lashes with this look, but I'm gonna be lazy and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna use my typical mascara duo, my Dior primer, and my Better Than Sex mascara. I'm just gonna throw this on and I will be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys. I almost forgot an inner eye sparkle and the brow bone. So what am I thinking? Okay, so I'm gonna go into this palette, and since I didn't use this color here, which is called Wish, I'm gonna use that color on my inner corner and my brow bone, and I'm just taking a Morphe M321 brush for this. Okay, so to keep with the dark hearts and the black liner theme today, I'm gonna be doing a dark lip. I don't have black, and I kind of wish I had black. I feel like that would just kind of throw the whole thing together. But since I don't, I'm gonna do the next best thing that I have, and I'm going to be using this dark color right here. It is from Maybelline. It is a Vivid Matte Liquid lip color, and this is in Possessed Plum. So I'm gonna use that one, and then I'm also using a NYX lip liner, and then this is in the color Nebula, and it's also just like a really dark purpley color. It's really pretty. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look for today. I know it's kind of unexpected for Valentine's Day, and it's probably not the first thing that you would think when you look at it. You're probably not like, oh, Valentine's Day kind of looks a little bit more like Pride. But that's actually what I was going for. You know, I feel like Valentine's Day shouldn't just be about, you know, couples who are in love or care about each other, or, you know, are wanting to show how they feel with each other. I don't know if I mentioned this, but growing up, I loved Valentine's Day, like as a kid, you know, because you have parties and you get little Valentines and candy and cupcakes, and it's just so much fun. You get to create a little Valentine box for all your little Valentines to go in. And then when you get to junior high and high school, and it's like a popularity contest, and for girls it's, are you pretty enough to have the attention of boys? And you know, if you don't get a Valentine, or if you don't get flowers or candy or whatever, then, you know, no boys think you're pretty. And you know, when you're in those stages, you're hormonal anyways, because you're going through puberty, and then to like have that as a blow to your ego if you're not pretty enough, then, you know, it sucks. And I wasn't one of the pretty girls. I was awkward. I was a tomboy. I had braces. It was like not my finest years. And I mean, not that there's anything wrong with them. I loved my childhood. I didn't even hate junior high that much. I loved high school. But it's just one of those things that makes a holiday like Valentine's Day just so much less appealing. And so I really didn't care for it until probably a few years ago. And it was kind of when I really realized who I was as a person. And, you know, I've always been pretty independent and been my own person, but I really came into my own, and I was really happy with myself. And I kind of realized you don't need anyone to decide that you're pretty or popular or whatever on a certain day of the year. Like, you can have self-love any time of the year. And you know, I feel like Valentine's Day has just become this big blown out like lovers holiday, and you know, it really shouldn't be about that. It should be about loving yourself, loving everybody. You know, doesn't matter like what type of a person they are. We should all just love each other. And so that's really what I was going for with this look. I wanted the rainbow kind of pride thing. You know, like I said, it really shouldn't matter, you know, what you believe in. It shouldn't matter what you look like. It shouldn't matter like who you love, who you care for. You know, we're all humans. We're all the exact same on the inside. So anyways, that's why I did this look today, and I hope you guys like it. You know, I know it's not something that you're probably going to go out and immediately replicate, but that's okay. It was more about the message and just the overall feel of the look today that I was going for. So this is my final look for my Valentine's Day Festive Glam mini series, and I can't believe I've already done 4 looks for you guys. That's crazy. I had so much fun. This was such a cool, fun thing for me to do, and I'm definitely going to be creating more looks in the future for other little holidays, and I will of course be letting you know when those are coming up, so be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can get updates on that. I appreciate you guys following along. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have, and that's all for now. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. Go out and love yourself and spoil yourself today. Don't let what Valentine's Day is supposed to be, don't let that ruin the day for you. You know, if you don't have a significant other, if you don't have anyone in your life that is like a special person, you know, who cares? Like, you're special. You know, you deserve to have a fun day today, and, you know, go get a spa treatment, you know, facial, massage, whatever. Treat yourself to dinner, or order food, or I don't know, go on a road trip, like do something fun. It really shouldn't be a holiday about celebrating love with another person. Like, it can be, of course, but you know, Valentine's Day should just be about love in general. So anyways, happy Valentine's Day, you guys, and I will see you in the next video.